Hello everyone, myself is Prakash and you're watching Fundamentals of Python. In today's lecture, we are going to take a look at two different things that are methods and functions. Of course, these are going to be inbuilt. There's a huge difference between inbuilt and user-defined methods and functions. But here in this lecture, we are going to especially take a look at inbuilt methods and functions, which are applicable on a list. So these methods and functions mostly applicable on iterables. So one such example of iterable is list because it has indexes and we can iterate through the index one after another. Similarly, there's tuple, there's dictionary, and etc. So these are some of very common methods inbuilt. Very common inbuilt functions I have listed out. So let's see what they does one after another. So print of L, max of L will give us the maximum value within the list. Minimum will give the minimum value within the list. Sorted will sort the list. Length will give me the length of the list, and print will simply print. To get the output of these functions, we have to prepend with one more functions. That is print. Print will give us the output. This is necessary. So within print we have min. Print again, as you can see, is a function and it's a inbuilt function. We'll see what methods are and how they are applicable and what are the differences between methods and functions later on in this video itself. So print, and so again print and close. So again print and close, and print is always print. We want to print L, just that's it. So beforehand, I'm going to tell you guys a lot of these will give us error, except for these two. Print length, len stands for length, and print will simply print the list as it is. But these maximum, we are trying to get the maximum out of this list, is not going to hold true. Minimum is similarly not going to hold true. It will give us the error. And sorted again is I think not going to. I'm not sure about sorted, so let's comment it out. We can see the results later on, just not to get confused, because there's an important point I want to tell you guys why this function method and max and min didn't work. Okay, so let's play them. Okay, so the first thing we are getting is in max we are saying str and int is not comparable. This is not supported. The comparison operator is not supported between instances of a string and int. So here we have a string, and here we have a integer. So it says it's not supported between these two values. So let's try to get rid of this integer, sorry, a string, and let's see if it can is compare between 15 and a list. Again, the answer is going to be no, it cannot compare, because again the types are not same. It's a type error, remember. So again we are going to get a type error, and that is because of list and int is not comparable. So let's remove the list. Let's include this as normal numbers, integers. So we have 12, 15, 23, 34, 56. So max of this list will be printed now, since all the values are of same type, and that is integer. So comparison is possible. So the moment we turn this into a proper a list with the same data type, these all minimum also gave its result, and the length of course we got length anyways, we would have gotten, because since we had error first, so the compiler didn't read bother to read the next line. Okay, that's why the length was not working, otherwise length would have worked. Anyways, so 56 is the maximum value we are getting. Minimum we are getting 12. You can cross check. And length, as like it says 5. So let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, there are 5 elements. But if I ask you to tell me the index of last element, so that would be 4, not 5, because remember, index we start from 0. Okay, so if I calculated a length of a string, a length of a, list, and I want to know the index of the last element, then I just have to subtract 1 from the length, and that will give me the index of the last element. We can also find that using the index method. So we'll see later on in the method section. So this will give us the length. Len will give us the length, which is 5, and this simply printed. We also have now sorted function. Again, sorted will not give us the result unless we have same data types. So now sorted will also be sorted is also possible, and let's see what sorted gives us. So sorted gives us the sorted string, which is like increasing in order. Um, uh, the matter of a fact is like it is already sorted. The string, the list is already sorted, so we have to give something like that which makes it unsorted. So now you can see the result. So now the 0 comes first, and then the bigger than 0 comes, then next bigger than 12 comes, next bigger than 15 comes, and so on so forth. So the essence is like it is arranged in an ascending order. Okay, so increasing order it has been arranged. So this is all from there's a whole list of inbuilt functions which you can go through. You just have to type. And the first result which you get, or the I would suggest go to the function Python docs. So python.org docs, just you will be able to see all the uh, functions written with in alphabetical order. One thing you must have noticed that all the function has the same way of writing. First comes the function name, and then the parenthesis, function name, then the parenthesis. So this is one of the marker which it lets you know, okay, this is a function. Okay, and in terms of method, what we have to do is we have to use the dot operator. So let's say we try to use a dot operator on L dot. So all the methods which are applicable on L is listed out here itself. Okay, so we can try any of these. Append, and append again it opens with parenthesis, but before append we have a dot operator and an iterator in front of it, and we have a parenthesis to take the argument. So let's give the argument 100. So what append will do is it will append 100 towards the end of that list, which is after the 0. Okay, so to get the results, we have to see print. We have to print L. 100 is appended at the end. So let's see what are the other um, dot operators we have here. Methods we have clear sound similar, copy, count actually will give us the number of count of any element. One element will have to give. Index will take again the element and return the its index value. insert will, let's see how many arguments it takes. I think it will take in two argument. It The first argument is for the index at which we want to insert the element, uh, and the next argument is like, I will give anything. So this will Prakash will be inserted at the zeroth index. That is, Prakash will come at the first of the list, and let's see what happens. So as told, Prakash comes first of the list. Why? Because I have given insert takes two argument. First is the index where you want to insert your element, and second the element itself. Element could be string, list, integer, dictionary, anything. So yeah, we have seen some of the examples of inbuilt methods and functions. Let's try to understand in theory what is the difference between method and a function. So in theory, the when we try to write a method and a function, no, the writing structure is going to be the same. We have a def keyword, and then the name of a method, and then parenthesis, and then uh, colon, and then we have a body. And similarly, we have the same structure we follow for defining our functions as well. But what is the difference? The difference is the methods are exclusively associated with a class. A class is a uh, object-oriented programming concept, which we'll take a look at it later on. But the function is not has not does not has to be necessarily part of any class. So this is the basic difference. So methods are used onto the object of the class. We create a class, we create an instance of class, and then onto the instance of those classes we can use the methods of those class upon those instances. So this is in theory. We'll take a look in OOPS concepts in greater detail in coming lectures. So for that's it for today's video, guys. I'll see you in the next video, where we might discuss the loops in our Python programming language. Until then, stay tuned and subscribe my channel and give it a like if you like the video. Thanks for watching.